Can you feel it? Now it's coming back, we can steal it.
Hi, Room 21 Rockstar families, and welcome to the very first podcast of the year 2015. I hope that you guys had a wonderful 16-day break, winter break. I hope that it was great. I hope that you were able to relax. I know that I was. I had a great break back in Pennsylvania. It would have been capped off wonderfully if the Steelers had won yesterday, but hey, cannot win everything. So, we have an incredible second half of the year ready to kick off in Room 21. I have so many amazing things planned for the Rockstars. I can't wait to see what they bring to the table in the year 2015. So, a couple quick announcements, and then I'm going to send you over to the strategy session. First of all, on Saturday at Stafford High School, we have the Stafford County Math Expo from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's basically an event where all of the schools in the county are going to bring some different things concerning math to this event. And, you know, there are activities, games, different things like that. It's totally free, you know, so if you're looking for something to do on next Saturday, I believe that it's January 10th, from 10 to 2, that is a great event. I will be there with the robotics that we have, so I hope to see you all there. And finally, you know, we have a pretty empty week. You know, the next major event that we have coming up is Martin Luther King Day in 2 Mondays. From tomorrow, we have that day of school off. But we have 2 solid weeks of school here ready to kick off that I cannot wait for. So what I'm going to show you in the strategy session today are some things that are going to help the Rockstars to kind of review and refresh some of the material that they read over break, since it has been such a long period of time. And also, there is a ton of material ready on our Class Fusion page to study for the Matter test that is coming up on Tuesday. Now, you might be like, oh my gosh, Mr. Egger, we're having this on Tuesday. We're going to study intensively tomorrow in class, and it's only going to be about 11 questions. So it's not going to be too much, but I put tons of resources up on the Class Fusion page for you to check out to help you to study for that quiz that is coming up in a few days. So now I'm going to send you over to the strategy session, and I'll see you guys on the other end. Okay, Room 21 Rockstars, so I'm going to start us off with some math today. As you can see, I have some problems down here. Now, what I've done with these problems is that I have placed them here, and I would like you to solve them first, but I have also solved them myself and scanned in that answer key. And it's on our Class Fusion page, so you can check those out afterward and kind of see my work to help you review and refresh. You know, tomorrow we're going to have a big, massive review of adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing decimal numbers, and also a little bit of one on Tuesday before we head off to fractions, the adding and subtracting of fractions. So these problems here are an excellent way to review for that in what we're going to be working on in class over the next few days. So here is what I have, and I'm going to scroll down just a little bit. Like I said, solve these first, and then you can check them with the answer key. You know, that's what a true Barrett Academy scholar does, is, you know, take what they do with their work, and then you can go look at the answers and see what you did if you didn't get one right. Since these are some lengthy problems, and a few of them are going to, you know, require you to put a little bit of thought into them, I'm going to give you 5 house points for each of these, okay? So that involves actually showing your work. That involves going to the answer key, which I'm going to show you where that's at on the Class Fusion page in a second, and comparing your work on here and on the answer key as well. So those are the things I really want you to hone in on this week. So here are number 1, 2, and 3, and then I have 4 and 5. Remember, 5 house points for each of these, and these all deal with the computation of decimals. You're either going to be adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing. On your work, I'm really going to look at your work since I'm giving you 5 house points for each of these. I'm really looking for labels and representation. Did you show me your thinking in some way, shape, or form? Okay, so here I am on the Class Fusion page. Let me actually scroll down to show you where I have this material located. So under the Rockstar Documents, if you go to Math Practice, and then if you click document6.pdf, this one right here, it's going to be a PDF, so your computer will open it like such. And I'm not going to stay on it for long, but as you can see, I solved the problem. Okay, and you know, I put these here so that you can help yourself at home to master these concepts. Or maybe mom or dad or aunt, uncle, grandma, grandpa want to see what you're working on as well and find a way to help you. That is an excellent way right there. Okay, So that's what I have for math this week. Now in reading, we are moving over to the skill of compare and contrast. And this week we're going to be starting new guided reading books. We will be comparing and contrasting 2 articles on tornadoes, one that's fiction and one that's nonfiction. I'm really pumped about them. They're really very interesting articles. If you're when you're reading at home, your 30 minutes, use these questions like I've been putting up week after week, the comparing and contrasting questions. These are great questions to, tie in that skill to what you're reading on a nightly basis. Now, I'm hoping that you read over the break. So if you did, I have a little reward for you for doing so. I was crazy busy reading a ton of teacher books. The winter break is always a time for me to catch up on those. So if you did read over break, here's what you can do. Do something creative. You can write a summary. You could make me a comic strip. You could do anything to show me about something that you read. Write down the book title. Write down the author. And you can get yourself 5 house points. Okay? So anything that you read over break, that's a great way to get yourself a couple extra house points, guys. Okay? Now I'm going to move on to writing. Writing this week, I have such a cool assignment ready for us tomorrow. But in the meantime, the writing fix of the week, I like this prompt because it's so wide open. The creativity that you could display on this is absolutely incredible. It simply says your story begins here. So your story has to begin there, but it can go in any direction that you possibly want to take it in. And that's why it's so very cool. So give it a try. Complete the story. Try to put some figurative language in your writing, like I said there, and you can bring that in for 5 house points as well, if you would like a little there. Now I'm going to show you some resources we have to help you study for science, okay? The first thing that I have available for you is under the Matter Study video, under our YouTube link. If you simply click on that scientist, watch what I do. I have linked that up to the Matter Study video that I created for you guys last year. Now, this is a one that I created last year. So a few of the things at the beginning don't quite, some of the events that were going on in the classroom obviously don't really make sense. I kind of tied those in, but it includes a ton, all the content that you need to study is right there. Okay, so that's resource number 1 that you can use. That's a pretty lengthy one. If you're really looking for an intensive study video, click on that scientist. There are house points awarded in there, a ton of stuff. The other sources that I have for you, under class news, here is all the Matter information, the SOL Pass, Matter Sorter, the Matter videos. All of these are wonderful websites to practice as well. Different things that will take you to help you review, especially the SOL Pass, guys. That's a really good site to use to work on studying for your science test. And finally, right after I make this video, I'm actually going to be making these mini videos that we're going to be working on in class tomorrow, but you can also apply them at home. They're going to be located right here under the Matter Study video. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to break the concepts down a little better for you. So one of the short videos will be on compounds and mixtures, and one will be on elements and atoms. So it's really going to break things down, and it will be interactive. So if you want to wait for that, you can as well. But like I said, you have the Matter Study video here. I think a lot of you took your textbooks home over the break. I don't know if I can speak for all of you, but that's another thing you could use, or you can bring that home tomorrow night. And then the Matter information right here is another great source, as well as the periodic table. The things in your notebook, like I said, in 5th grade, we don't have study guides like we had in 4th grade, but we do have our science notebook, which should be an all-intensive study guide if you took notes on each section that we learned in class. Okay, so that is the science for the week. I'll be making more videos on top of everything I've already given you here in a few minutes after I publish this video to YouTube. Guys, I'm so very excited to, excuse me, to get back and see all of you. It is going to be an amazing second half of the year. I just cannot wait. So the hashtag is going to be hashtag, and this will make more sense tomorrow, we are brave. Hashtag we are brave. You can get yourself 5 extra house points for doing that as well. And as you can see, 2 of the houses, the red and orange house, are kind of a little far ahead as opposed to the blue and green. So help out your house. earn some house points, get yourself back into school mode. I cannot wait to see you guys tomorrow. Now I'm going to send you back over to Mr. Riker. Okay, Room 21 Rockstar families, I hope that the VODCAST was helpful this week. Like I said before, I cannot wait for this week to kick off and get 2014 underway, or 2015 underway. Remember to always follow us on Twitter at Record Rock. Check out our Class Fusion YouTube page, all of those wonderful things. I'm getting ready to start a blog as well, so I cannot wait for that. And if you ever have any questions, comments, concerns, as always, just let me know. You can email, call me, anything like that. You are amazing, amazing, amazing Rockstar families, and you are the very best in Stafford County. See you next
Now
week.
it's coming back, we can steal it. If we bridge this gap, I can see you through the curtains of the waterfall. When I lost it, yeah, you held my hand, but I tossed it.